Hi Pisces, welcome to your monthly tarot reading for December 2025. Can you believe it's December already? So if you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I do appreciate it. Be sure and follow, like, and subscribe on TikTok and YouTube. I'm trying to grow my collective, and whenever you guys like and subscribe, it does push my channels out more so that I can get the messages out to more people as well. So thank you for that. I do give away free tarot readings on both as well. So if you're interested in that information, stick around at the end. I'll talk more about that and my services and everything at the end. We're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. So I'm going to pull a Celtic Cross spread and get an overall feel for the month. And then I have two oracle decks out. I've got the Seasons of the Witch Yule and the Wild Mystic out. So we'll grab some oracle cards at the end here. Let's see what the tarot has to say. So we have the Ace of Wands. Awesome. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. Ace of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Two of Swords. Nine of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. The overall is the Ten of Wands. Wow. I think Capricorn or Aquarius had that as well. On the bottom, we have the Page of Cups. So there's also the Ten of Cups there. We have the Nine of Cups here, Ten of Cups here. I won't take that one though. But I always grab the bottom card because it's kind of like the underlying energy of the underlying feel of everything going on. So we have the Page of Cups here, which is like a new emotional start, but it's also about, like, sorry, I keep hearing fish. And I'm like, fish, what are we why are you saying fish? There's this fish in the cup here, and it's like a gift. So this could be like a new emotional offer coming in, or like a new emotional start. But it's also, it could be about like messages, like a gift, or being open to like receiving messages, or being open to a gift that Spirit's trying to bring in here. So you do have two aces, and when you have an ace, I like the aces because it's a new fresh start, but it's also you have to be willing to take that new beginning and run with it. You know, it's not just everything handed to you on a silver platter. It's a new beginning that you yourself have to then put the effort into. So I feel like this may be a gift that Spirit's trying to give you here. So at the heart of this, we have the Ace of Wands, which is a passionate new beginning, a passionate new idea. So I feel like there's like this new idea or a new passionate beginning here that you're wanting to take. And the blockage here is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords can be a negative card. It can be about like lies and like secrecy, like telling you lies, or, you know, keeping things from you, but can also be about being strategic. This can also be about like the ways that we lie to ourselves. So you could be lying to yourself about this new beginning. You know, you could be, Spirit could be giving you this gift, handing you this new beginning, and you're kind of over here lying to yourself about whether or not you deserve it, whether or not, you know, this is coming in for you. So underneath here, the root of this is the Page of Wands. And this is like a passionate new beginning. And this is like enthusiasm, being creative, being enthusiastic about something. So I feel like you're just kind of, you might be actually blocking yourself, telling yourself that you're not good enough for this, you can't do this, whatever it may be. You're deceiving yourself. In the recent past, we have the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups, this could be a love offer that you received, but it's also about like your cup running over. Like, so the cups are about emotions, and this cup is like overflowing with emotion. So this new emotional offer, this new emotional, it could also be about your creativity. So this could be like a new creative beginning coming in here. But again, you have to be open to it, and you have to accept this gift from Spirit, because, you know, this could be Spirit handing you this Ace of Cups, and you're just not, you're not taking it for whatever reason, because you just don't think that maybe you just think you're not good enough to do it. So your subconscious, your higher self, we have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is a gift. So he is giving to these people. It's like maybe Spirit trying to give you a gift. And there's also, he's got, so this is like the Justice card, Libra. He's got this balance here, but it's also about, with my attention being drawn there, I think of like equal give and take. So, because everything is balanced, like you take as much as you give, that equal give and take, or this could be like, again, a gift from the universe, but maybe you're thinking like equal give and take in this situation, whatever it may be. Again, it's a general reading, so it's going to be different for each of you. So in the near future, we have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is about standing up for your beliefs, standing up for what you believe in. It's about persevering. It can also be about being defensive. So maybe you're being defensive about something, but I feel like this is just you kind of standing up here for what you believe in. And again, it's a general reading, so take it how it resonates for you and your situation, but you're definitely standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in. Your advice from Spirit here is to make a decision. You have this Two of Swords, so she's got this blindfold on, like she doesn't want to look at things, she doesn't want to see things. And again, with that Seven of Swords, you're probably like deceiving yourself. You're just not looking at things like you should be. This is about like a decision, and she's also blocking her heart here. And you had the Ace of Cups, so maybe you kind of need to open up your heart more, and open up to the gifts coming in here. But that's kind of Spirit telling you that you need to make a decision, make this choice, and kind of open up to this. In your immediate environment, or the influence here, is the Nine of Cups. So this is like the wish fulfillment. This is, it's like about self. So we have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck here, and that's about like total happiness, family, wealth, you know, the ultimate happiness. But the Nine of Cups can kind of be like a wish fulfillment for self. So maybe you're kind of calling something in for yourself here. And, you know, that's not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. So, but I definitely feel like you're kind of calling this in for yourself, and you're focused on self, and that's great. Your hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a message of stability. So I think maybe you're hoping for a message about stability. This is like a new stable beginning. It's a slow moving knight, so it's not a fast moving knight, but it is very stable, and it's like loyal, stable, grounded type of energy. So I feel like you're hoping for like a new stable offer, or a new stable message of some kind. And then the overall outcome, we have the Ten of Wands. So this is about carrying burdens, being burdened with something here, but it is the 10. So his house is right here, if you look in that background. And once he gets there, he can set down all of these burdens and all of these wands. So you're definitely at the end of something here. And then we had like the Page, which is a newer kind of energy, and the Knight, which is a newer energy. I feel like you're just kind of deceiving yourself about something, and you're just kind of like at a stalemate, at like a standstill regarding a wish fulfillment that you want, and that could be in a new passionate beginning. So I feel like you're just kind of standing in your own way a little bit here. For whatever reason, you know, it could just be a mindset, it could just be fear, whatever it may be. So, okay, what does Pisces not see coming, Spirit? Pisces not see coming. Yeah, so we have like new ideas coming in here. This could be about knowledge, learning something new. So maybe you learn something new that kind of gets you out of this stagnant energy. And then we have the King of Swords, which is, so it's an air sign, Libra, Aquarius. What is it? I can't remember the air signs. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at that. So, but it doesn't have to be an air sign that you're dealing with. This just could be about you gaining knowledge, and, you know, not holding back and getting clarity. So this is also about like, see this cup that they're trying to hand this person and they're like, nah, like they're just not taking it. So maybe you're just like getting some knowledge, learning something here about this gift that's trying to come in here, and you're getting some clarity on it. You're getting clear about what this is here. Gaining some knowledge, getting clarity about this situation. What does Pisces need to focus on, Spirit? Pisces need to focus on. One of those turn? I don't think so. Okay. So. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so this is you taking action, moving towards what you do want here, and seeing things from a different perspective. So get out of this like stuck energy, releasing control of whatever this is, and kind of just taking some action and moving forward. And this is about courage, like standing strong, standing in your courage. This could be about like your, your free will, you just being courageous in this, because you've got the Seven of Wands here about like perseverance and standing up for your beliefs and just being courageous, standing in your strength here, and moving things forward, taking some action and seeing things from a different perspective. As far as, there could be seeing yourself from a different perspective and your strength. If you're seeing a situation in a different way and you see your strengths more, because here, like when you're deceiving yourself that you're not worthy of this new beginning, or this new beginning is never going to happen, whatever that is, that deceit that you're telling yourself, this is about you persevering through that and, being courageous and seeing things from a different perspective, seeing yourself from a different perspective, because you are strong and you can do this, So let's see. I love it. I think it's, you're ending a cycle here, putting down some burdens, whatever that is for you. Again, it's general reading, so you take it how it resonates, but yeah, I definitely feel like you're kind of deceiving yourself, whatever that is. And sevens, I said that the last time I saw a seven. Swords are about, they're air, so they're about our thoughts. So that Seven of Swords, you could definitely be lying to yourself about something, just kind of psyching yourself out, deceiving yourself in some way. So let's see. We have family and we have wise men. So let's see family first. It is number 12. Okay. So family, the number 12. Thy love is present in the presence of thee, a comforting veil that warms the heart and hugs the soul. There's nothing like coming home for the holidays. Your immediate family are the ones you've known, who have known you since birth and have been with you through the boo-boos, graduations, birthdays, and celebrations. They have been there through the good times and the bad. Sometimes coming home to people who know you well is all you need to chase away the blues of life. There's also the family you choose, the ones who, despite the lack of blood relation, have accepted you as one of their own, and you have done the same for them. True family will love you as you are and won't try to change you. The assortment of different personalities somehow fit together, and within this familiar space, traditions and values are born. This card guides you to honor your beliefs, traditions, and heritage. Now is not the time to improvise, change things up, or try something new. This card advises you to return to the basics and build a stronger foundation for yourself. That could mean returning to school or joining an organization with well-established rules and principles, or seeking out a mentor who knows the ins and outs of your goals. You can't break the rules until you know what the rules are. A period of study and observation will serve you well at this time. I love that, because we have the Knight of Pentacles is all about building that stable foundation. And then, just kind of like it being enthusiastic. You got a couple of pages here, which is like newer energy, learning things. So I really love that card. Then we had Wise Men, number 42. Wise Men. Keywords are intellect, power, and conviction. If it wasn't for the familiar songs that echo through my spine, I would have lost what is lost and never found my purpose. Wise men guide you to use your logic and intellect at this time. There are times to be driven by the heart and emotion, but there are also times when your convictions, beliefs, and what you know to be right serve as your North Star. This is one of those times. Pulling wise men is a sign that you need clarity of mind to navigate your situation. Again, clarity, getting clear. You need that clarity. Do not allow emotions to color your judgment. Be decisive and take control of your situation. Pulling the wise man card is also a sign that you are ready to step up and be the leader for others to follow. Wise men may also come to a reading to represent a person in your life who has considerable power and authority. This person may be a lawyer, mentor, financial advisor, or a teacher who has the experience needed to guide you on your path. If you do not have someone in your life that fits this description, you're being guided to find someone to call for advice. Having a wise sage in your corner is always a good idea. So that's the second time we've heard mentor. So maybe you need to find somebody to help you with this, whatever this new passionate beginning, this creativity. Maybe you are opening up to more spirituality and you're kind of deceiving yourself on that. You could be lying to yourself about your spiritual gifts, and that's you kind of opening up to the idea of it and finding a mentor. You know, again, it's general reading, so take it how it resonates. Let's see, what else do we have for Pisces? Spirit. It's always that one that falls on the floor every time. So we have intention. Whatever you do, do it with intention. And then we have defend. So you have that Seven of Wands. So I definitely feel like you're kind of just standing up for what you believe in, kind of just, you know, stepping into that courageous energy and going after what you want. And you're going to stop deceiving yourself, you know, and whether that's defending yourself against yourself or others. But I definitely feel like you're stepping more into a courageous time. You're definitely laying down burdens. So moving on to bigger and better things, gaining some knowledge. You know, we have that Page of Swords, again, with learning. And then the King of Swords, getting clarity about whatever it is, whatever this gift is that's being given to you here. Yeah, and that Oracle card mentioned that too. So I definitely feel like you're going to be gaining some knowledge here and getting some clarity on something. So maybe you are getting a mentor and you're learning something new. And that could be in the area of your work and life, whatever it may be. But yeah, this is really awesome. I definitely feel like you're on a learning path and you're laying down some burdens and moving into a more stable, grounded energy. So I love this for you, Pisces. Hopefully it could bring you some clarity, and I can see you next time. If you want to stick around, I'm going to talk about my website and the free tarot readings. So if you want to sign up for the free tarot readings, go to my website and scroll all the way to the bottom of the homepage, and you can submit your email for my newsletter. I do not sell to third parties, and I will not spam you with emails. I don't like that, and I would never do that to anybody else. It just sends me an email letting me know that you signed up. I will then put your email into the drawing, and you have an opportunity to win the free tarot reading. I'll send you a message through that email to let you know if you have one. So make sure you submit an email address that you check a lot. But yeah, so I'll be giving them away on TikTok and YouTube, and that's a good way to sign up. So I send out a newsletter at the beginning of every month about the astrology for that month. It kind of helps you work with the energy. And then I may send out a second one if there's a lot of heavy energy. I'll send out a second one just to kind of go more in depth about what's going on and everything. Or if I have like specials or sales going on, I'll notify you about that. If you've won the free tarot reading, I'll message you about that. But, you know, I won't send out more than 2 or 3 emails a month. So if I even send that many, usually it's just the one newsletter. So go check that out. Check out my website. It's pretty interactive. There's some tarot cards on there you can play with. There's free downloads that you can get on there. My products are up. Check those out. So I'm trying to get more up there for you guys, but thanks to everybody that has purchased or that has left me donations. That really helps me out, and I appreciate it. If you're not interested in the products and you can't leave a donation, I totally understand that too. Like I said, just the likes, the follows, sharing my channel with others you think would enjoy it. All that really helps. So I really appreciate that. Just trying to grow my collective for the rest of this year and into next year, and super excited to see where it goes. But my tarot readings and my coaching programs are back open again. I kind of closed everything down last month because I do work full time on top of doing this, and I just didn't want to get too overwhelmed, or, you know, I didn't want my attention to be taken away from those that had purchased. And I always want to make sure you guys have my full undivided attention. So I kind of closed everything down, but it's back open now. So go check it out. I'm going to be going live on YouTube Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Central Time. I just like going live on YouTube because it'll record it and then I can save it. So if you can't make the live, you can always watch the playback. And I haven't figured out how to do that on TikTok just yet. I think you can do it through like TikTok Studio. I just haven't gotten on there to do it yet. But yeah, definitely check out Saturday mornings, 11 a.m. Central Time. I'm in Texas. So if you're interested in the lives, I think this Saturday I'll probably do a check-in with you and your person's energy. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. And those are really fun to do because then I get to interact and talk to you guys and everything. So yeah, go check out my website, and thanks for all the love, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.